Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to take you into the next step that I'm trying to do in moving my plants around to new containers. So I had some old cans that I had cut this way and that way, giving me some extra little pieces here, which this is the new design that I have where it kind of folds in and blocks more of the sunlight out, but just to show you where I got these from. Essentially they're just the sides of the cans. So what I'm doing is I'm going to try to move them over to the red cups here. I just took these pieces here and bent them to kind of a round-ish shape, and I'm going to stick that into the bottom here and stand it up, so that way it will give me more of a reservoir for my for the plants here. In the past I've just cut the cup down by that much, about inch and a half, something like that. But this time I'm trying to get more of a reservoir to get more nutrients in there. Ultimately, I'd like to transfer this to like a 10-gallon, 20-gallon container, and also gallon milk jugs type deal, which I have some set up for that, but I'm just trying to move move the plants over into a larger container. So I'll go ahead and just try to set that up and see where that leads me. I just have some hydro ton here that I'm going to only fill up the net cup with, and hopefully this will give me enough nutrient solution for the larger for some of the plants that aren't getting enough nutrients in their current condition. So I'll try to set that up and take a video of that. So I'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to take you along, try to show you what I'm doing here. This is some romaine lettuce here. This is a cucumber, a tomato plant, and another cucumber. So I was going to transplant these over into this. I told you in a previous video I was going to try to bring you guys along, so hopefully I can do this and not mess it up too bad. We'll see. I'm going to just be putting it into these red cups with the little metal spacer at the bottom, so that way I can put it in here. I'm going to have some light issues probably getting around here, so hopefully I don't have an algae issue, but more than likely I will. So I'm just going to take some hydro ton here, and I have to kind of do this a little off camera. Sorry guys. Didn't really pre-plan this too well, but I'm just gonna start out by putting enough hydroton in the bottom here just to kind of do a spacer. I want to put in enough so that the rock wool cube can have something to sit on, but I don't want to put in too much to where the plant oh, and it came out. Yes, good. Okay, don't really recommend taking it out by the leaves, but it worked out fairly well. This is the cucumber here. I can't remember which cucumber this is. I do have it labeled here, but obviously the Sharpie has worn off due to the weather, so I do need to figure some new stuff out there. So I'm just gonna try to stick this little guy in. The problem, of course, is I've waited way too long. Its roots gotten way too long. See, obviously that's way too high, because then I wouldn't be able to cover the hydroton. Wouldn't be able to kind of cover the hydroton on the top of the plants here. So I'll just try to add a little more here, and my goal is to try to get the root to come out the bottom. That's what my goal is. So I'm going to try to feed the root through the bottom here. Don't know how successful I'm going to be at doing this. I mean, obviously the root will eventually find its way back out, but the whole point of doing this though is to try to get the plant to where this is definitely not the way in which most people are going to recommend doing it, but it's the way I happen to be trying to do it right now. There we go, we got the root through, so hopefully it didn't damage that too badly. Just gonna let him sit there like that. I'm just gonna fill the rest up here with hydroton around it, and on top of it try to cut back on some of the algae growth that may happen on top of the plant there. That's ultimately my goal here, is to just kind of cut back on algae growth on top of the plant. One thing I've learned working with hydroton, doesn't ever seem to matter what you're doing and how careful you are, hydroton just goes everywhere. So, alright, so that's essentially where I'm at. I had previously rinsed this hydroton out, and actually it's had time to dry and everything, which I don't know. I guess you should have rinsed it and use it pretty quick, but so I rinsed it, so I'm hoping I won't get too much dust in the bottom here. This was previously used hydroton, so hopefully it will work out just fine. But that's the finished product there. This is a cucumber plant. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. It's going to be a little bit higher than what my goal was, but essentially that's just what I wanted. I want to kind of be able to see down a little bit to see what the water level or nutrient level is. I'll go ahead and move this over to full strength nutrients, and we'll just kind of go from there and see what we get. So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera, and I might come back for the other 3 here. There are 4 plants, but this one obviously I'm not going to transplant at the moment. So, but thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Hey guys, welcome back. Just wanted to try to take you guys along with the rest of the transplants. I got my cups here now, so I'll just stick those off to the side there. So I'm just taking these little pieces of Mountain Dew can that I'm trying to just kind of recycle and stick it in there. I'll stick my neck cup in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and start filling this a little bit with hydroton. Now let's see if we can get this. Sorry guys. You know how it is with kids, right? He's out of school this week, so trying to get you guys some videos while he's out of school. But alright, so we got another cucumber. This was the cucumber that had that stem issue where it kind of got really skinny. Looks like it's making somewhat of a comeback there, so hopefully it will make a comeback. I'm going to grab this tomato here. Sorry for the shoddy work, camera work there. So this one was planted, not too long ago. It's got some roots that are coming through. It could definitely stay in the can for a little longer, but I'm going to just go ahead and transplant it here. Just because I'm trying to get to the plants that I know are going to take a little bit more water. Obviously these containers are way too small for these particular plants. I know that. I'm trying to get some stuff sorted out, so but until I can get that stuff sorted out, I'm just using what I have on hand to try to make this work. So just trying to get some bigger containers here, more nutrients for the plants to help them hopefully do a lot better in their current climates and everything. So the small cans are doing great, but I'm having quite a bit of an evaporation issue. The temperature has dropped back down. It was getting to the 90s, and the recent week or so it's been in the 70s and 80s, which has been kind of nice. But I think it's playing a little havoc on the plants and everything, because they're not sure if it's springtime or what's going on. So that's pretty basically how it's gonna look. Hopefully I can get these back in water here, or nutrient solution here, before they start to dry out. So I'm gonna try to make these as quick as I can. This one's obviously not going to get transplanted there, just because it's not doing as well, and it's probably not going to do so quite so well. Let me grab this one here. Sorry, I'm off camera, guys. But here's the biggest one here. That stem is so skinny, and it's so. I don't know about this one, but we'll just try and see what we can do with it. All I can do is try. This is one that had some problems anyways in the beginning, so I'm not gonna put a whole lot of hydroton in the bottom of this one, just a little, just to kind of fill, just because it's got so shoot it's got so many roots here. So we'll just stick that in there. The cup, sorry guys. This is why people usually say, hey, I'll be right back, I'm gonna do the rest of them off camera, so that it's not as embarrassing, right? Right. As you can see, this guy just has a ton of roots, and there's just barely any room in there for roots. So I'm just going to have to try to push the roots down the best I can. This poor little guy, his stem is just so skinny. I really hope he's going to make it. It's quite obvious I've messed up in the legginess, not having enough sunlight and that sort of thing, so I'm trying to adjust the time that I'm keeping things, places and that sort of thing. So we will kind of find out how all that's going to work out in the future. The main thing I try to do when I'm putting these in is I try to keep the rock wool cube just a little below. This is actually a little further below than what I would like to see, but I put it down below so that I can try to cover up the top of the rock wool so that there'll be less algae growth. So well, that's a bit of an issue there, but hopefully this will be able to support the stem and the plants here, and hopefully everything will be okay there. So there we go.
Take a drink.
Alright, well, since my son's being so loud, I'm going to go ahead and go. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to quick show you the last plant here. This particular design has been the best for lack of algae growth and water evaporation and everything. It's less effective, but because it's only using one plant per can. So from an efficiency standpoint, it's less efficient that way. But I'll open this up in a minute and I'll show you the algae growth compared to the open can here. You know, significantly more. This was in the sun less time than this one. This has been out the longest, and this has been out, you know, less time. So definitely have more algae growth than that. And that's kind of why I went to redesigned it so that I just cut, instead of getting the flaps of metal, I just got these flaps and bent them down to try to block out the sun. Haven't had a chance to try this method out yet though, although I think it would do better with algae growth. So I might end up just going back to this one because it seems to keep the nutrients in the most and everything like that. Now I did go ahead and prepare this cup, just a red cup, the metal piece at the bottom there. Some of these weren't quite, some of them were bigger than others, so I actually ended up having to bend it down a 1/4 inch or so. So I put that in there. It's still a little bit higher than what I would like to see it at, just because the middle of these cups go up a little bit higher, but still about 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch too tall. But I'm just going to let it be, and I'm just going to open this up here and show you guys the inside of it. Now I did already pull it out, but I'm doing a retake here, so hopefully you guys, hopefully I won't miss anything. So pulling this little guy out, he's got plenty of really long, good, efficient roots on this side here. This one's probably my best lettuce here that I have growing so far. Oops. So I'm hoping that this little guy is going to do quite well. My goal is just to try to get some rocks, some hydroton in the bottom, and then try to get, oops, lost a root there. Gotta be really gentle when dealing with these, but sometimes they don't, sometimes it just doesn't work. The roots, I would like to have them coming out, but I'm not gonna mess with that. I figure the roots will eventually find their way out on their own, so I'll just go ahead and fill this up with hydroton now. What I like to try to do is I like to try to have a layer of hydroton across the top of the rock wool cube, just to try to prevent it from gathering up algae and that sort of thing. So that's why I have it set up the way I have it. So hopefully this will be good. I ran out of hydroton there, so this is just hydroton I was reusing from a previous thing. So, but when you look in here, algae growth is, you know, very, very little, if any. This particular can has tons of it. These I have to top off at least once a day, at the very least. These I just add a little, you know, and they do quite well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill this up, and then I'll bring you guys outside and show you kind of the final finished product there. So I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to just add my hydroponic solution here to the plants here. Don't know if I'll be able to get a good enough shot of it, but I figured I would try. So this is the cucumber here. Just gonna dump in the hydroponic solution. And I don't think I'm gonna get a good camera shot of it, but I'm just gonna try to fill it up to about where it was originally filled up on the rock wool cube, which probably needs about another inch or so, and then you know, I'll just go from there. So my next the next stage would be, instead of having the bread cup here, would be to have, there we go, that's about where I want it. The roots should be able to go in now and get the hydroponic solution. The upper roots that need the air should be able to stay clear of the hydroponic solution. So this should hopefully get me where I want to be here. So we'll just kind of take it and go from there. Oops, something's happened. Oh, my metal piece has come undone. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and go for now, but hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm trying to do here, and hopefully this will work out. So I'll catch you guys later.